of people. That is why some people would have to go to bed hungry. The lyrics of this one, Bamaya, from the people of Dagbong. Professor Tutankhamun, good afternoon to you. Love and respect every time, man, you don't know. Now, today, several years ago, African people put themselves on the map of history. And this is what is referred to as today in African history. Now, today in 1590, John White, the governor of the second Roanoke colony, returned to England after an unsuccessful search for the lost colonists. Today in 1900, 9 years before Kwame Nkrumah was born, the U.S. government announced plans to buy Danish West Indies, that's the Danish colonies in the Caribbean, for $7 million American dollars. Now today in 1929, the Wall Street crashed. It crashed today in 1929, and it was known as the Wall Street crash of 1929, also known as the Wall Crash or the crash of the 29. Oh, it was a major American stock market crash. And of course, the Great Crash is mostly associated with October 24, 1929. Now today in 1930, same year, Haile Selassie was crowned King of Kings, Elder of Lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, Amasa Yahuda, Amasana, Gustono, Guste, Daniel, Koma Yasataya. A bloodless coup d'etat in Brazil ended the First Republic and replaced it with Vargas era. Now today in 1945, it was replaced with the Vargas era. The Vargas era. Now today in 1945, the United Nations Charter came into effect, and today in 1949, the cornerstone of the United Nations headquarters was laid. Today in 1964, something interesting happened. Northern Rhodesia gained independence and it became known as Zambia. It happened today in 1964. Today is Independence Day in Zambia. Zambia gained its independence today in 1964. Same year Lucky Dube was born, 10 years before Black Rasta was born. I see so many people right there in the African history class. I want to say thank you so much to all you wonderful people right there in the class. So many people in class. I love you. Not everybody is our photo archivist right there in the African history class, and he's posted a photograph of me in Zimbabwe, my brother, my sister, in front of the hotel that I performed in. Oh, interesting times ahead. My brother, my sister, many more things right there in the African history class. I see you here. Oh my God, have mercy. Can you see who I see? Pastor Mensa Otabil. I see you here right in the African history class. I want to say thank you so much for joining me right here in the class. I do appreciate you and I do love you. Many more people right here in the African history class. Can you see who I see? Oh gosh. If you can see who I see, put up your hand. Former President of the Republic of Ghana, John Agyekum Kufuor. Thank you so much for joining us with a standing ovation. Let's welcome him. TJ, all the way inside Kia City. Yabo! AKA Kaswa. My brother, my sister, thank you so much for joining us. I see you in Mashoud Abiola, also from Kaswa. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you and we love you. Many more people right there in the African history class, and I see Nat Ebubedike, and he says, when the chills of Black Rasta hit you, you feel no pain in the urban blend. Love and respect every time. I see you, Buhari, the AC specialist. Mazi Okoro. I see you, Ras Moja. Thank you so much for joining us. Gabi Asare Ochrida, co-senior Mampam Kojo, Odenchem. Thank you so much for joining us. Many more people right there in the class. Can you see who I see? Hey, First Lady, former First Lady of the Republic of Ghana. Oh, Nana Konedu Ajiman Rollins. Nana Otunfo, Ras Otunfo, Nana Tutufalo, Tu Jaja I see you. Thank you so much to Tubigo Farm. Ras Osaje Fuduabel. Tindando. The Gomadoro. Ayin Zorebel. I see you, Rocky Dawuni. Here you are also. Oh my God. Elon Bini. Thank you so much for joining us right here in the African history class. Many more people right here in the African history class. Oh my God. Hey, thank you so much, Daddy Bosco, for joining us. And what is Daddy Bosco saying? He says today, Tuesday, there's something important happening. And it's an induction ceremony for the National and Greater Accra Regional newly elected executives of Musica. Okay, it happened at 11 a.m. and it's still going on at the Accra Tourist Information Center. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, Daddy Bosco. No two ways about them thing, man. Many more people right here, the African history class. Now, if your name has not been mentioned, feel no way. We will certainly mention your name before the end of the class. My brother, my sister, I see many more people in class today. What are we talking about? Hey, can you see who I see? Kwesi Stephen Mawuli, KSM is in class. I appreciate you, Empress Gessi B. Here you are, Sadia Hips, Kojo the Rasta Baron. I love this. Emperor Kwame Anani, I see you. Hey, Bobo Sly, you are a rice seller inside Teshi Penny. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you and we love you. This is the African History Class. And our class today is going to last 7 minutes. And it's 7 minutes. And America has the clock. Kick. 7 minutes, my brother, my sister. Today we're going to talk about one of the thieves we had in Kwame Nkrumah's government. I said, today we're going to be talking about one of the thieves that we had in Kwame Nkrumah's government. In Nkrumah's government, it was not all saintly. There were thieves. There were people who stole money. People like Krobo Edusei. Today we're talking about one of the thieves of Nkrumah's republic. My brother, my sister, I know you've never heard about this person, but it's my duty to bring this to you. He was a Volta regional minister, and he went by the name Francis Yawo Asare. Francis Yawo Asare, his photograph, my brother, my sister, garnishes our pages right now in black and white. This is the man we're talking about. Francis Yawo Asare. My brother, my sister, today this is the man we're talking about. We have 6 minutes more to finish with this man. Francis Yawo Asare was a Ghanaian pharmacist and a politician. He served in Nkrumah's government in several ministerial portfolios and served as a minister of Parliament, yes, an MP, for the Boem constituency during the First Republic. My brother, my sister, how did it all start? He was born, my brother, my sister, right here in the Republic in 1915. 6 years after Kwame Nkrumah was born. He was born in a place called Borada. Borada in southern Togoland. Borada, B-O-R-A-D-A, Borada. That was where he was born, in southern Togoland. My brother, my sister, he was trained as a druggist, in other words, a pharmacist, at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, and worked as a pharmacist for the Ghana Civil Service from 1940, when he was only 25 years old, to 1947, when he was 32 years old. He served on the Boem Krachi Native Authority, Southern Togoland Council, and was elected to the Legislative Assembly representing Boem in 1951. My brother, my sister, listen to the interesting thing now. Now, the same year, Nkrumah decided to appoint him as ministerial secretary, and that's the deputy minister for the Ministry of Housing. He was later appointed Minister of Labor, Cooperative and Social Welfare, and acting Minister for Communications in 1957. When this country became independent, listen to what happened. He was appointed Minister for Food and Agriculture by Kwame Nkrumah himself. He worked in that capacity until June 1960. And on the 1st of July in 1960, he was appointed commissioner, my brother, my sister, that the regional minister for the Volta region. He served in this capacity until 1961. Oh my God. He later became chairman of the National Food and Nutrition Board. He was re-elected to represent the Boem constituency in subsequent years until 1965. And in 1965, the man here was 50 years old. And I'm going to tell you something that happened when he was 50 years. This man whose photograph you see, looking so innocent. Remember, I told you that he served as chairman of the National Food and Nutrition Board. My brother, my sister, how many of us remember the Food Distribution Corporation in Ghana? Nkrumah established it to be able to send food and in fact, store in several regions of Ghana. Nkrumah was a smart leader. My brother, my sister, when Francis Yawo was 50 years old, look at what happened. In fact, Nkrumah realized he was a thief. He realized that he had been stealing Ghana's money and enriching himself so illegally. So, quickly, investigation started, and he was found guilty of defrauding the government of Ghana an amount of over £1 million. £1 million. Can you believe that? Do you know what it means to say £1 million in 1965? Producer, do the calculation for me. £1 million in 1965. Today, in 2023, what is the value? My brother, my sister, this was what happened. He defrauded this country to the tune of £1 million, British pounds. This was what this guy did. The biggest thief in the history of Ghana's history is this guy you see here. He stole, my brother, my sister, £1 million. £1 million, my brother, my sister. This guy here defrauded the nation of Ghana. £1 million. My brother, my sister, and £1 million in 1965. Today is £24 million. And £24 million today in Ghana cedis is how much? My brother, my sister, this was how much money he stole. He defrauded Ghana to the tune of £1 million in 1965. An equivalent of £24 million today. My brother, my sister, this was what this guy did. This was what this guy did. And when you calculate it, it is so sad. My brother, my sister, when you look at how much this guy stole from us and calculate that into Ghana cedis, you will be shocked. £1 million in 1965, adjusted for inflation, my brother, my sister, is £24 million today, times 15. How much do you get? This is enough to build 10 of the national cathedrals. This is enough to deal with the Akosombo Dam and build another Akosombo Dam. This was the amount of money the guy stole. The court sentenced him to 21 years imprisonment. My brother, my sister, he went to jail for 21 years. Unfortunately, the following year, Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown, and this guy was freed. When he was freed, when Nkrumah was overthrown, he became a fisherman and decided to go into fishing. He died on the 7th of January in 2004 at the age of 88. He was buried in his hometown in Buem. Today we send curses on this man. May he rest in hell. One of the people that crippled Ghana and got Nkrumah to be overthrown because of their thievery. Such a dirty thief. Today his family may be celebrating him. Today some pastors may be going there to pray that he goes to heaven. But his rightful place is hell. In the burden of knowledge, I ask you, now that you know what to do, be an any or lay mini about Fay Zudaka Ghana Mezaka Yini, yeah, Papango Bokaya Nfifia Yanuka in our Bana Ehu Ebeden, Lele and Jima Singer Bekone, Lele and Jima Singer Berry.
To Bobby, Papa Mula Home, Mama Mula Home. How naima vinye banum po.
Yes. In the burden of knowledge. Now that you know what to do. Be an any or lay mini oba fe yezuda kakane bezaka yini. Make way for the game changer, the lion.
The emperor, the conqueror, the champion, the lion is here.
Zabu, zabu.